Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gift Adetifa. I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I share content on family, lifestyle, beauty, and vlogs. I just want to appreciate you guys for the love you guys showed me on my first video. Thank you so much for the love and support. I'll link the video in my description box. So I'll be talking about postpartum depression, how it affected me, what I did, and how I am progressing on that journey. So if it's something you want to hear, please stay tuned to this video. Hi guys, see, when you see this book, just know that I have written a lot. So these are notes that I made after I had my baby and everything that was going on with me about postpartum, and I wrote everything down. Most people don't know what postpartum is. Postpartum is the period after childbirth. So the changes that happens to a woman's body after she has her baby. So for some women, they get their baby blues and it goes away within 3 to 5 days. While for some women, it lasts longer than 2 weeks. And if that is your case, you probably have postpartum depression. And it's so sad because in Africa in general, we hardly talk about postpartum depression. Like, it's almost like, so you have a baby, yes, you have to care for your baby. Nobody cares what you are going through. So today I'll just be sharing my own story, and I was able to deal with postpartum. I'm just going to be sharing that video with you guys. Okay, so I made notes, and let me start by saying I have a friend. When I was pregnant, she just had her baby. So I was excited. I was asking her, so how was it? How did you feel when you saw your baby? What was the connection? And she was like, she didn't feel any form of attraction to her child or any form of connection to her child. That, yes, she had the baby, but she couldn't just connect with the child. And in my mind, I'm like, how do you carry a child for 9 months and not connect with the child? Obviously, I've heard of postpartum, yeah, but I didn't just know how it works. I didn't know how it hits people. Everybody has different postpartum phase and stories. And so me, I was looking forward to having my own child, and I kept on telling myself while I was pregnant that this child, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you, whether you like it or not. Whatever postpartum has to do to me, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you. But guess what, guys? I wasn't prepared for postpartum because it wasn't something I paid so much attention to, because I just told myself that not to make me sad, nothing can make me sad. If I have my child, that's all that matters, yeah. So my postpartum story started from after I had my baby. Yeah, when I had my baby, I was so happy. I was excited. I was happy. I was obsessed. That's the word. I was so obsessed with my daughter. First day, yeah, I rested. It felt like, it didn't feel like I had a baby because she didn't cry, and also, yeah, I rested. In the evening, because I had my baby in the morning, in the evening, the nurses came in and like, oh, ma, you have to put the baby to breast. I'm like, oh, okay. I was excited because obviously I don't know how breastfeeding works. So I was excited to breastfeed a child. Like, oh, okay, I'll do that. So I tried, and my milk wasn't flowing. First day, second day, third day. And mind you, in those days, they kept coming into my room in 30 minutes intervals, max 1 hour. And they kept on saying, oh ma, you have to put the baby to breast. Oh ma, I'm like, is that getting to me? I'm like, do you think I don't want to do this? Or do you think it's not affecting me? But they just kept on saying, you have to. And it's there getting to me. Like, I was telling my husband that my breast milk is not coming, and they've been on my case. My breast milk is not coming. What do I have to do? Third day came. I was so excited. I was happy. I was like, oh yes, breastfeeding, here we come. Little did I know that I just opened another chapter that I wasn't ready for. So I started, my milk started coming in, but it was coming in small, bit by bit, but at least it was coming in. So yeah, I rested from the nurses disturbing me about that. Fast forward to when we got home. That was when it hit me. Yes, I had support. My husband was amazing. I had my mom with me. I had my mother-in-law with me. So I had help. But there's just this thing about your mind, like, let's not rush the story. Let's not rush. So fast forward to when we go home, I started trying, and I started breastfeeding, and I just could not understand the pain that came with breastfeeding. I'll be breastfeeding my child and I'll be crying. I'm like, why do I have to feel so much pain feeding my child? Yes, I love this child. I want this child to eat, but I'm in so much pain, coupled with contractions and everything. I told my husband that I have to get milk for this child because I'm not sure I can do this. And I was so hyped about exclusive breastfeeding and everything. So, mind you, my mom and my mother-in-law were around. And guess what? They always ring in my ear. Ha! This baby needs to suckle. Ha! This baby wants to suckle. Ha! You have to continuously breastfeed this baby. Ha! And this was happening. This was happening like, let's say, every 20 minutes or max 30 minutes. Like, I was continuously breastfeeding. And it started getting to me, that I just find myself crying. I look at my child, I'm happy, yeah, but I'm just tired. Like, not tired from working, but just tired. Like, I'll just be crying. I'll be crying. At some point, I was hiding it from my husband because I didn't want him to feel like I wasn't happy that we had a baby. But I was just crying. And so at some point, he noticed and he was like, babe, I hope you know what postpartum depression is. We've talked about this. Are you sure this is not what is happening to you? I'm like, no, how can I be depressed? What is no depression? Wow, never. I'm not depressed. And he kept on asking, okay, so what's the problem? What don't you want? What do you want? How can we make you feel better? So first thing we did was that I never breastfed at night. So I express, and my mom or my mother-in-law, whoever is around, feeds the baby at night. So I even had like a rotation with my mom's. Yeah, so I take care of the child in the morning and she does hers in the night. So I get to sleep at night, which was very good. But after a while, after my mom left, yeah, my mother-in-law came. She has been amazing. She's still with us. Super amazing. Another thing that really hit me was weight gain. So when I was pregnant, yeah, I didn't gain so much weight while I was pregnant because I was consciously watching what I ate. So when I had my baby, I can't even remember how many kg I was before I took in, but that's by the way. When I had my baby, I went for my 6 weeks appointment. I was 81 kg. And I'm like, oh, okay. I think before I had my baby, when I was like 90, so I can't even remember. But let me just start from where I remember. I think after 6 weeks appointment, I was 81 kg. So I was like, okay, 81 kg, not bad. Let me just work my way down to 70 or probably 68, thereabouts. You guys won't believe that. I stayed on 81 kg for 6 months. My daughter is 6 months now. She'll be 7 months this February. I stayed on 81 kg for 6 months. And trust me, in that 6 month phase, yeah, I was eating. But obviously, I know I was breastfeeding, so I didn't want to deprive my daughter of everything that she would need trying to lose weight. So I was eating. I just kept on telling myself that, because I breastfed exclusively. So I kept on telling myself that after the first 6 months of my baby, I would start watching my weight. I would start working out. I'll start doing something so that I get my body back. And I started, I think, 3rd of January or something. I just made the decision that, see, I've tried. I have to consciously work on myself. I have to consciously build myself to where I want to be. Because another thing that really affected me about postpartum was that I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I can't even recognize myself. I can't even recognize myself. Like, my tummy was just my tummy was just staring at me in the face, as in I could not even believe that that was me. And it kept on hitting me. Like, I'll tell my husband that, oh, I saw on Instagram a lady that gave birth like a month or 2 months after I gave birth. Her tummy is all flat. Look at me, I'm just here, and I've given birth like 2 months, 3 months ago, and my tummy hasn't gone in. Look at, I just kept on seeing a lot of things on Instagram. I was getting affected by all those things, and it was really, it was affecting my mental health. Then my husband had to tell me that, come, yes, everybody's body is different, everybody's journey is different. They might have snapped back so easily and it did not happen for you. It still doesn't mean that you are not perfect the way you are. Thank you, baby. And when he tells me those things, yeah, I feel better. But after a while, I get back to feeling sad. I start crying, and I just want to be alone. I just want to be alone. There was a day that I did everything for my child, and she just kept on crying continuously. She was just crying. I didn't know what she wanted. I'd breastfed her. I'd done everything, changed her diaper. She just kept on crying. At that point in time, I just started crying too. And I'm like, God, what kind of life is this? Was I ready for this baby? Like, different things were just going through my mind. And yeah, I spoke to a few people. Obviously, I didn't tell them that I had postpartum depression. But I just told them that, oh, this is what I'm facing. And they're like, oh, yeah, I face that too. It's normal. Just try and have people around you that can support you and be there for you. If you don't have to do something, don't do it. Let them do it for you. Trust me, work is me. I like to work. So I was literally doing everything by myself. But I wasn't getting stressed from doing those things. I was just mentally tired. I was mentally stressed. And I thank God that I'm still on my postpartum journey, but I'm gone past that level by God's grace. My daughter has been amazing. She's sleeping well now. Yes, I still have sleepless nights now and then, yeah, but it's something that I've come to accept. I'm a mother and things have got to change. But I'm just so happy that that phase of my life is over. I remember when I was like, I think when I was like 6 weeks, my sister's appointment, when I went to the hospital, the doctor was telling me that, oh, okay, so now that you've had your baby, I just want you to know that you can still get pregnant if you try, and you are open to birth control options. Please let me know if you guys want to know the birth control that I'm on. I'll film a video on that. That's if you want to know about that. So he told me about different birth options, and I was like, no, I'm not ready for anything. Like, this place down here has gone through a lot. I don't think I'm ready to do anything. And I asked, okay, so when am I going to see my period? How does it work? And stuff like that. So he was like, with or without your period, you can still get pregnant. So obviously you have to get birth control if you don't want that to happen. And I just kept on telling God, I'm like, God, see, I've stressed this 9 months. Just let me enjoy myself. For like 6 months, I don't want to see any period. Please, God, please. And it happened. I heard that if you breastfeed exclusively, your period might come later. So when I stopped breastfeeding exclusively in January, my period came, and it wasn't painful. It wasn't painful. See, I used to have bad menstrual cramps, but for some reason it wasn't painful. I just went to pee and I said like, oh, okay, yeah, you are here, fine, welcome. And that was it. Yes, you can get pregnant while breastfeeding. You can. Someone asked me when I was breastfeeding that, oh, I heard you can get pregnant while breastfeeding. So please, if you're not ready to have another child, stay away. I had to get birth control because, see, I wasn't sure. Not I wasn't sure. I knew that I wasn't ready to go through all I went through. I started watching what I eat, and like I said, I was 81 kg for the longest time. So as that, I think 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I can't remember, when I took my daughter for immunization, I said to her, let me just check my weight. And I saw that I was already on, I dropped to 76 kg. I haven't checked my weight in like 3 weeks or so. So I don't even know what progress I've made, but I can see the changes in my body. I can see my tummy, my tummy is not big, but obviously it's not flat. I don't know if you get. And I've seen changes in my body, my clothes that I forgot to tell you guys. Another thing that affects and messes up with your mind is after you have your baby, just assume that, oh yeah, I'm no longer pregnant, my clothes should fit. Fits. Like when I see my clothes, I'm like, will I ever wear it? I even gave out, I gave out a lot of things after I had my baby because I was just upset. Like, I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was postpartum, but I was just upset that how do I have this much clothes and I can't wear any of them? So I kept on wearing leggings, gown, till I was able to fit into one of my jeans. Then I kept on wearing that same jeans till. But I'm grateful to God that, I don't have the body that I want, but I'm grateful for how far I've come with my body. All my clothes fit, and that's all that matters. Another thing that happened with me with postpartum. So I remember when I was pregnant and someone told me about, no, I think I saw a video on Instagram about one lady. She spoke about how her hair has been shedding from postpartum, and I'm like, shedding care. When I was pregnant, my hair was flourishing. Baby girl is doing me good. Baby girl got me. So I was like, I told my husband that, if peradventure anything happens with postpartum and my hair starts to shed, then I'm going to cut my hair. And my husband was like, oh yeah, that's like the only thing we would do, because obviously I don't want to be carrying bald hair up and down, and for how long will I be able to wear wigs? So I never knew that. I never knew that was going to happen to me. Yes, me. So after I had my baby, I just realized that my hair started shedding. I realized that it was as if a trailer passed through my edges, and just like my edges started disappearing. Like I just recently got a cream that I'm using now, Afro Virtues. I would keep you guys updated if it works for me, but I've been seeing improvements. Yeah, as you can see, I've been seeing improvements. I didn't want to open this side because this side is worse. Let's not go there. But I've been seeing improvements, and that's something that really affected me. I started losing hair. And for guys, everybody has different postpartum story and journey. Please try not to compare yourself with other people. But if you feel like you are constantly sad, you feel empty, and you feel lonely, please just try and get help. You have postpartum depression. I'm grateful that I had my husband with me, that because he took leave after I had my baby, so we were always together, so he could see all the changes, he could see my actions, he could see my reactions. See, guys, I cried a lot. I can't even overemphasize how much I cried. I just kept on crying. I was happy with my baby, but there was just a part of me inside there that just felt like, oh my God, everything is just changing too fast. I can't sleep the way I want to sleep. I can't do everything about my life was revolved around my baby when she came. And I had great support system. My mom was amazing. My mother-in-law was amazing. So please try and get people that can stand in for you, people that can support you. Even if it's not your family, try and get friends that can be there for you. Before I had my baby, if you want to hear my birth story and you want to know everything that happened in my pregnancy journey, please comment down below and I'll film a video. Before I had my baby, one of my friends, Shubumi, Shubumi was amazing. She did everything. I don't even want to use the word. I don't want to use the exact word that she did, but she did everything for me to make sure that I could dilate, because I wasn't dilating. See, it was just a lot, and I was grateful that I had her in my corner, and I had other friends too that were constantly checking up on me and supporting me in my pregnancy journey. So please, I beg you, if you feel like if you feel these symptoms, please speak to someone. Don't keep it to yourself. Please speak to someone. I was happy, and I was glad that I spoke up to my husband, and we're able to work around the situation. Because trust me, if I kept it to myself, I probably wouldn't be as happy as I am right now looking at my child. So please always speak up. I won't lie, every now and then it's just like sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm happy, but most of the time I'm happy. And I know that is postpartum, and I'm so glad that it will soon fade away or it's gradually fading away. So guys, please always speak up. If you cannot speak to your husband, please speak to your doctor. Let someone know what you are going through so that you can get the necessary help that you need. I read a post of someone that drowned her baby because she had postpartum depression, and she didn't even know she was depressed. She just felt, see, it's just a lot. If you want to know more about postpartum depression, please do your research. If you're pregnant or if you're a new mom, please do your research about postpartum depression so that you don't get depressed. Let's be more conscious to know when we're feeling this kind of symptoms, and let's get help. Yeah. So guys, that's my postpartum story, and these are the things that I did to get better, and I'm still on this journey. Like, I'm still on this journey. I'm talking about this now because I feel comfortable to talk about it now, and I just feel like I just need to just share it with you guys, because there might be someone out there that would want to be encouraged or want to just listen to something like this. So please feel free to comment down below if you have any questions for me as regards postpartum, as regards my pregnancy journey, recovery, and breastfeeding. See, breastfeeding is one topic that I think cannot be overemphasized. Like, I watched a video of a lady that got depressed because she was constantly breastfeeding, and it's so sad that a lot of people don't even realize when you are depressed. Even when you try to talk to them about it, they look at you like, you should be grateful you have a child. You should be grateful that you should be grateful that you gave birth, rather than complain or rather than be. See guys, if you have those kind of people around you, run away and get help. Please don't let them feel you things that you don't need. Thank you so much guys. I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for my previous video. I will link it in my description box. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.